for Donald Trump. It doesn't matter what you look like because you don't exist. He does not see people. Yeah, they're they're not even faceless shadows. They just don't exist to him. What exists to him is the game of negotiation and the game of power. The people, they're irrelevancies. They really don't exist in this man's, in his life. So I can't really say that he's a racist. He's antisocial. He's psychotic. You know, there's a whole lot of things I could point at him that I could say. But a racist, I have to, in all honesty, just say no, simply because people do not exist in that boy's body. You know, they're just totally irrelevancies. Yeah. But now I'm gonna talk about Antifa. This group here, they make me mad. They really make me mad. I have no idea what this group's all about. Antifa for, and it means for anti-fascist. Protesters are part of a loose affiliation of far-left groups and individuals who unite around a willfulness to conduct something violently. Come on. Anyone that perceives to be, you know, this is where they direct their violence at anyone who perceives to be an agent of racism, anti-Semitic, or fascist, whether white nationalists, far-right extremists, or in some cases members of the media or the police. This is who they claim to put their violence towards. All those type of people. Not all those. They're defending people against racism. They're defending people against anti-Semitic action. They're defending people against the fascist movement. They're totally advocating violence against white nationalists, far-right extremists, and in some cases members of the media or the police. They claim protect those groups. At times, an Antifa advocate has been credited with defending peaceful protesters because that's what their doctrine's all about. That's their vision. Their vision is out there. We're going to protect the people who can't protect themselves, and we're going to do it with violence. And we're going to protect them even if they don't need protection or they don't want protection. We're going to do it anyway. Yeah? They got series on free speech, right? How you going to have series on free speech and then you're going to protect somebody who says something against somebody else? Somebody has to give up free speech. So these people get to decide on who is the better person. You know? They're actually saying, well, you people over here, you're the good people. And they're saying, you people over here, you're the bad people. But next week, it may change. So don't worry about that. Yeah, put some more of these Antifa.
They're like superpowered liberals.
Yeah, even worse. They're even worse than superpower liberals. They dress all in black with hoods. What were you, did you? Come on. You got little violent thing. I don't know, y'all see this picture here in the paper? Look at that. That's your Antifa's right there. See this guy right here? In the hood? All in black? Yeah, he's that kid. See this homeboy down here? That's another one. Just the common man. He got the, I forget what you call those type of dungarees and stuff. You know? But he's the common man. He's an Antifa and stuff like that. This is insane. Let me read this story. Right? I'm gonna read this story here. This person, their protest attracts people such as, now ready? This is Morgan Bennett, a 26-year-old from Tulsa, at a gathering outside Trump's Phoenix rally. Mr. Bennett, who says he works with kids, Now he works with kids, right? That's what he does for a living. Joined others dressed like him in all black, most with covered faces. Asked if the group was Antifa, he said everyone should be anti-fascist. Mr. Bennett called the commitment to nonviolence a little naive. What? Saying he came unarmed but prepared to use his hands. We have to defend ourselves. Alright, Mr. Bennett works with kids. So here you got people, this is crazy. Here you got somebody who works with kids who says that, what he said? He said right here. Oh, I lost it. No. He said, call a commitment to nonviolence
Naive.
a little naive. Are you serious? Are you working with kids? Not my grandchildren. Nah. You're advocating for anarchy. You're teaching the kids that, if you don't like something, punch them in the mouth. We already been through those years, They don't work. That's basically what you're saying. If they don't see it your way, kick them in the groin. It's like, come on, man. And then stand back and say something about, well, we have the rights to free speech. But if they say something, I'm going to punch them in the nose. It boggles my mind. I don't like Antifa. I think these people in Antifa, because they have to, and what's with the ninja outfit? I dress in black a lot myself too when I go to the gym. But I don't put on a mask. What's with the mask? Huh? Are you that cowardly that you can just throw things at people and you can run up there quickly and hit them with a stick, or run up there and punch them in the face and then run away, and then I bet those black coats are reversible. You train it up into a nice red jacket and stuff and take off your hood. You're a coward if that's what you do. If you have to hide your face and hide the things that you do, why are you hiding if you say you're out there to protect people, right? Because you're just a coward. Yeah. That I can't find anything else to say you. You'll never be an archangel. You'll never reap the rewards of having somebody say they love you just because you're a good person, even though you haven't done anything for them. You'll never get that. You're never going to get anything. You're going to get to run around with your face covered. And then run around with dirty clothes on. And then run around and hitting people with sticks and stuff. And then go back and teach little kids in whatever program that you have. You're going to teach little kids. What are you teaching these little kids? You're teaching them that non-violence is naive. Please. What do you mean by naive? I don't understand that. Are you saying that we live in such a dangerous world that everybody in this world has to be violent? Is that your idea of naive? Can't you see that there's all kinds of isms in this world? Can't you see that the world, that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? So we have to be violent to stop this? Is this what you're advocating for the kids? Yeah? Not a non-violent thing? They don't have to participate at all if you don't want to. That's the beauty of living in a free society. You can become a liberal, and that's what they call themselves, social liberals and stuff like that. And you can go out there and you can protest and you can chant and you can do all kinds of things. We already seen how that works. And I know we always got the two on the same side. We had Malcolm X and we had Martin Luther King. One was for violence, one was against violence. One got a big old statue and a day off, one got a book. You know, yeah, it's like in a civilized society, violence isn't the answer. Violence will not work. No, not in a civilized society. In a barbaric, savage society, violence it's got a better chance of working, but not in a civilized society. It's not sustainable. You know, you can go out there with your little violent acts against the police and the media and stuff. Sooner or later, the police is a judicial system. You know? The police is not just the police. The police is a whole big old system called the Justice Department. It's got a whole lots of peoples in it. You know? And that's probably why your face is all covered up so that you don't have to deal with all these other people. You just want to deal with those ones in the blue who have orders not to hit you in the head with the billy club. They got to just push you with the shield or something like that. You just want to deal with them. You don't want to deal when they get called in the National Guard or something like that. You don't want to deal with those people. You don't want to deal with when you get arrested and they put big charges on you and not those little $50 fines or something for disturbing the peace. When they put on destruction of private property or because you beat up a Lexus, you know, and now you got to pay for that. You don't want that. You don't want, so you stay hidden. So yeah, you're right. Violence, you know, non-violence is naive. Please, please, you people need to. You don't need to, but wake up. Here's your tactics too. This is what they do for tactics. Tactics of people calling themselves Antifa have ranged from shouting down those they deem bigots. Whoever they deem a bigot is the person they shut down. That's a bigot. So I'll shout at him. To more aggressive measures. Police link them to damaging property, throwing Molotov cocktails, just what they did in February in California. You're throwing a Molotov. If it actually burned somebody that's in this, even if it didn't burn somebody like that, that's a felony. You better stay hidden. You know, felonies come with lots of jail time to them, you know. Other tactics, let's see what else they got. Yeah, those are the big ones. And then they get things, they protest. They do some protesting. They feel like they're out there to protect the people who can't protect themselves. And, you know, this in itself would be all right. That's a fine thing to be out there. Take off the hood. If you want to be out there on the front lines, if there's an organization out there, one of the other side organizations, a white supremacist organization or a militant organization or Ku Klux Klan organization. These are violent organizations. So if you think that this is the only way that you can get out there and test your machismo by finding out when these organizations are going to have their rally, and then you're going to come out there and first hide behind all the little girls that's out there fronting, and they're doing all the chanting and all this. So you hide behind all the little college girls, you know, and then you dive out between them and you strike these bad people in the face because they're all bigots because you said they are, and they probably are. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that about that. Then you run back in and hide behind all them little girls again because nobody knows who you look like. Because you're in black with a mask on. You're a ninja. Ninjas disappear. They're gone. And you know, it's like good strategy, but then you're going to go and back and teach kids? I don't get that. Here, kid, here's how you make a Molotov cocktail. Yeah. Here's the other things you do. Let's all put urine in bottles and throw it at the police. Come on. And what are you gaining out of this here? First, you're not visible. You know, you're an invisible ninja. All the press, all the attention, all the negative things that you did fall on the people who went out there in the protest in the first place to get their point across, to have their voice heard. Their voice has been squashed because you went out there in your little ninja suit and went out there to do violence, which you advocate for. You know, you advocate for violence. That's what you want is violence. You applaud violence. That's the marker of your organization is violence. But it's not even real violence. That's the sad part. It's not real violence. You're hiding behind the little college girls. You're hiding behind a 5'2" little girl. And then you run out there like you're some brave thing and throw something at somebody. Then you run back into the crowd. Yeah. And then you talk about naive about violence. That's not, you're not even using violence. You're not standing toe to toe with somebody. You're not taking off your little mask to say, come on, bring it on. Or no, you can't come across this line or anything because then you have to face me. You're not even doing that. You're hiding behind little girls that come out then like ninjas. And then back and forth and you're gone like that. Bunch of sissies.
Yeah.
But in Boston, initiated confrontations leading to bipartisan complaints that Antifa is imposing mob rule and denying others their right to assemble. That's what you're doing. You did it right here in Boston. A land where everybody prides themselves on their intellect, Kindergarten say, well, I go to this school, I go to that school. We pride ourselves up here in the Northeast on being smarter than everybody like this. What are you guys doing? Mob rule. And how do you do your mob rule? Just like I said. After protesters have made up only a small portion of the crowd. There ain't even a whole bunch of you. So you hide behind the little girls, and then you run out and you strike some violence, and then you run back in there like you did something. You guys need to go get a life. If it wasn't on the air and stuff like that, I ain't even gonna think about that stuff because that's not archangelish and stuff. If you really want to do something, really, here's the punch a Nazi in the face. Punch a Nazi in the face. And then they lighted on fire a scarecrow dressed as a white nationalist. Yeah, that's what you guys do. And the people who end up taking the rap for it are black organizations. And that's another story that I've been talking about for a little while. All you nice black organizations, tell those people, you don't need to have that kind of publicity. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Chanting, punch a Nazi in the face and lighting a effigy of a white supremacist or something on fire, it's not going to work. Where's the beef? Where's the agenda? What do you want from that? What are you talking about? You might have been out there in the first place to talk about equality, freedoms, and all kinds of things like that, whether it's on social, economic, or anything. It's overshadowed by a scarecrow and a chant punching Nazi in the face. And a bunch of little ninja dressed up wannabes running out from behind little girls punching people in the face. Now, Antifa, I am not impressed. Not even a little bit. You people are just, I don't even know what you are. From my point of view, you're cowards. That's the only thing I can say. Because if you weren't cowards, you wouldn't be in a mask. You wouldn't be hiding behind the skirt of some little girl in college. You'd be in front of them, taking the heat. You wouldn't be just jumping out throwing things at people. You'd be able to articulate the demands that you want. And yes, the word is demands, not requests. So, you know, you guys are, you don't have a lot of pull. Not in my world anyway. My world is full of archangel type of things we do. It's full of love. It's full of helping other people like that. It's got, it doesn't adhere with Trump's doctrine of getting rid of a moral compass. Mine's all about a moral compass. This is what archangels do. You guys, you're a bunch of little ninjas. Trump, I can understand you because you just live in a world fashioned and designed by your own making. Yeah, but you've been living in it so long that you can't help yourself. You need to have some really good help to come in there but there's nobody that can tell you anything. Because you've been in a position of wielding so much power all your life that you haven't learned how to use it yet. Hopefully you figure it out before the world gets blown up. But that would be something. And Antifa, you guys need to go home. Come back when you grow up and put on your big boy panties and come on out there and stand in front of the little girls instead of behind them and throwing stuff. And if you don't have to chant. If you want to put your thoughts out there and have your doctrine that this is what I demand, this is what this organization stands for, this is what this organization wants, and we will fight you in the halls of justice until we get what we want. Not we're going to fight you behind the little girls on the street and we're going to throw bottles full of urine at the police or something. Nah, come on, man. Those days are gone. Or have they? Because y'all don't want me to sing Even Destruction again. From 1965.
Yep.
The song is still relevant to today. It's like, come on, do you think there needs to be a little bit of a change in the way we address trying to get rid of the problems? Maybe just a little bit. We need to change our tactics just a little bit. 1965 all the way up to today, and it's still relevant.
Yep.
And there's just a couple of little words that you can change that make this. You bring it and say the same thing today. Just gotta change a few words. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for letting me get that off my chest and stuff, because it's been eating at me for such a long time. Because this is Archangel and it's a return to chivalry. And we can't just not be a return to chivalry and not say something, I just to go ahead and just say all these things myself, I'm doing exactly what I'm telling people not to do. So what I did now is I told people exactly the way I feel. This is what chivalry is all about. Chivalry, Archangels, we're not a naive person about violence. Archangel, you can look them up. Their swords flame. They don't wear masks. They'll stand on the bridge and they'll let everybody attack and tell them, okay, I'm here, but you can't cross because you ain't bringing anything good. And this is what Archangel's all about. This is what chivalry's all about. The willingness and the pride that people have in helping others, in loving others. Not the craziness that goes on in some of the streets for entertainment for other people and stuff. Not the real nonsense that Donald Trump's engaging in at the moment. I mean, it's just like that. Archangel is not a movement. It's not even new. We work for God. It's about just the joy and the privilege of doing something nice for people. For anybody, doesn't matter. It doesn't. They can be an enemy or a friend. It makes no difference. That's what Archangels are all about. So you guys up there, I want to thank you for letting me get a lot of this off my chest so that I can get back to the business at hand of just talking about archangel stuff, but and every once in a while, I will bring up some of this stuff that I deem, just me, I deem it to be nonsense. I think, and dangerous. I think that the world is right there on the eve of destruction.
Very dangerous.
And it's amazing to me that this stuff is let to continue to go on. You know, it's not even new, but it seems to be such an entertainment. Is this the way that people who don't have much or don't have anything can feel as though they have some sense of power? Yeah. When the president who can't even identify a person, you know, he's going to say that the people govern, the people have rule, they have the rule, and they're the sovereigns, they're in charge. And people say, yeah, that's right, are you serious? Mm-hmm. And in a world where people can put on black and put on these little masks and hide behind little girls and jump out there and throw bottles of urine at police and then jump back and hide, nah, not the world that I want to live in. But it seems like I'm stuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is Trooper Joe, and I want to tell everybody to have that fun. And I'm out.